this is Mud, and today I'm just going to show you a really simple restring on this this Seagull. One of my customers got a brand new Seagull and just needs to be set up, so I'm just going to show you how I put the strings on. Cool. Here's the guitar right here, and you can see I pulled all the bridge pins out, and when I pulled them out I actually put them in my little block here according to where they came out of. I don't like to mix up bridge pins, so I kind of leave them where they are there. And so I'm going to set the camera up so you guys can see what's happening, and we'll get into this. Okay dudes, I am back. So here, let me show you this real quick. Now, one thing I want to tell you that I didn't show you earlier on is before I take the strings off of any guitar, I kind of do a quick evaluation on it. I want to see what the neck relief looks like, what the projection is towards the bridge, what the action height is, all of those things, string spacing. I give that stuff, the belly of the guitar, I give that stuff a quick look to see what I'm starting with. Okay, this is just a brand new guitar, and the guy just wanted a quick setup on it and a new set of strings. He's dropping down to 11s, but anyway, so that's all I'm doing to this instrument. So I'll show you the way that I string up this other end of the guitar. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the tuners so the hole in the peg is going straight through this way. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and adjust all of them until they do that. Okay, and there's a reason that I do that, and you'll see here in just a minute why. So, okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this string and I'm going to run it from the inside towards the outside here, and I'm going to pull it through until I have roughly about 4 inches of slack here at the 12th fret. Okay, right there. Okay, so I've got about 4 inches from the top of the board to the bottom of the string, and I've got the string running from the inside of the peg towards the outside towards me. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the string and I'm going to loop it over the tail. Okay, so the first loop on this thing is running out of the hole, and it comes up and it goes over top of the tail. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and start tightening these tuners up. Kind of hard to see here, but the second time it goes around, I'm going to go underneath of that tail. So now what's happening, the shape of these, the shape of the insides of these tuners are what you call a hyperboloid. So it's curved on both sides. So as things tighten up, they squeeze towards the center. Okay, so as I tighten this, and I've got that first wrap over top of the tail and the second one underneath, they're actually going to squeeze in on this tail here, and it is going to keep it from sliding out. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tail and I'm going to pull it around the tuner the same direction that the actual first break in the string was. So what that means is that the string goes, it's broken this way, it goes through the tuner, and then it breaks that way. Okay, so it's sort of like a little zigzag pattern, which also helps to keep the string in place. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to leave, after I've curled this tail around like I have here, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off about, maybe about 3/8 of an inch of tail here. So I've got about 3/8 from where it comes out to where it goes, wraps around this way. Then I'm going to take my little needle nose pliers, I'm going to grab it right out at the end, and I'm going to twist it and point it back in towards the peg. And I'm going to do this on all the strings, and all this does is it keeps you from poking your finger on these strings, but they're still relatively easy to get out. If you break the string, you can still get it out pretty easily. But I'll do this on all of the strings, especially these high ones, because those are the ones that poke in, make you bleed, and that's a real drag. Here's a quick close-up view of the string ends there. And you can see, keeps you from getting poked on those little string ends. So the first wrap goes over the tail, the rest of the wraps go under the tail, and I cut them off at about 3/8, and then I give it a little twist there, and this is affectionately known as the Tennessee twist. Okay, and then so I'm going to do another video here you guys can look at later for the how I'm going to stretch the strings and then finalize the setup on the guitar. I'll let this sit for a little while, let the neck relax with the new strings on it, and then I'll do one of those. Cool. Hasta la wedgie.